Second piece of advice. No one is going to be thinking about that thing you're worried they're going to be thinking about for more than 5 seconds. They will forget it.
True.
It's only you that's
Yeah,
overthinking it. I promise.
it is true. It
That's
is
all.
very, very true.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fireside Gamer Stories. I'm your host, Commando FTW. Of course, I got my boy BKB up there, and the lovely guest, Miss Simulation, aka Sim. How you doing today?
Hi. I'm doing fantastic. How are y'all?
Awesome.
Great.
Living that life. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
So I'm 29 years old. I'm brand new to streaming, but not brand new to video games. Just honestly using this experience as like a way to get to know myself.
Hmm?
So y'all are gonna learn along with me, to be quite honest.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a good way to look at it.
I do have an immediate follow-up question since you said you've been gaming, I'm assuming, for years and years. What is the reason that you started and decided to stream only just now?
I'm glad you asked that. So gaming itself, I got into with my grandma and my oldest sister. My grandma actually played the original Zelda games, so
Nice.
that's what opened
Cool grandma.
the
Right?
coolest,
For real.
the absolute coolest. So between that, that's how I got into gaming, and then honestly, I was watching streamers for years wanting to do something like that, but being like just too scared, too scared of failure, too scared of putting myself out there, just
Yeah.
all of the above. And so eventually, long story short, ended a very long-term relationship, moved out on my own,
Nice.
needed something to like just have something to look forward to, have something to work towards, have
Yeah.
keep your mental health and self-care in check, all of those things. And I said, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? We're
Yeah.
gonna try
Exactly.
this.
Yeah.
And
That
it's
really is
been
it.
amazing ever since.
Exactly.
That's
Some
amazing.
things end and some things start, and this was your calling, I guess, after what happened. But very understandable and relatable situation.
Very true.
Hope you're feeling okay at this moment. Seems like looking at you, you're looking good. You look happy, healthy. So hopefully that is also the way you reflect inside. But I'm glad you
Nice.
found something. Because that's the most important thing about any type of relationship, whether it be a breakup or just ending a friendship.
Yeah,
The
that's
best way to deal with it is to be busy, and like you said, something to look forward to. So I'm very glad you. Yeah, I'm just very glad about you and this story, to be honest. Instead of because majority, unfortunately, don't have enough inner strength to pull them out
yeah.
of the dark side, and then they, instead of doing something with their life, in this case, which you are, some people just unfortunately get stuck up in the bad energy circle or whatever
Yes.
after something
The
has
cycle.
happened to them. So kudos to you.
Absolutely. I really, really appreciate that a lot. And it's understandable for the people who end up going that direction. Like, I get it. I was almost there myself. Like, it almost went that way.
Yeah.
So anyone who's like listening and feels that way, it's understandable to feel like you can't come out of it and like you can't do the things that you really want to do, but take a chance on yourself. Like, give yourself the opportunity to take up space
Yeah.
unapologetically for a minute and then decide after that, okay, it's not for me. But try
Yeah,
at least
At least give
once
it a
and you'll
go.
be surprised.
exactly. And like what you said, what is the worst thing that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Honestly, really. And again, shout out to Commando because he's the one who kind of mentored me into this and told me, just do it. What
Oh,
can happen. And I just started posting some content. Nothing like nothing with no
which
expectations,
they
but I
are
just
doing
started
good.
doing it because yeah,
Right.
I'm doing okay. Yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah.
And that kind of motivation can't be replaced. Like that kind of support and motivation when you really need it. It's like just say the right thing and all of a sudden it clicks and you're like,
Yeah.
"You know what? You're right. Let me just try it." I'm
Did,
so
Yeah,
glad it's
you
working out for
never
you.
know.
did you have someone? Did you have someone to be there for you and actually influence on your current activities, on your decision to start streaming, or this was all you solo decision and you just made it up by yourself?
I I had a friend that like said he when I said that I might try to start doing that, my friend was like, I mean, yeah, that's a really good idea. Other than that, it's been me and Google.
Google.
Me and Google.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
guys,
Google is a
sometimes
wonderful
you need a
friend.
push. Yeah, so Google is like a friend that gives you the extra push.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I feel that. No, that really is
Yeah.
like an awesome, wholesome story right
Yeah.
there, honestly. And on it,
Yeah,
BK
Absolutely.
said it better.
it is.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, it's
um,
inspiring.
Thank
It's just very relatable and understandable.
correct.
And it's like a W because you know life goes on, and you just took a grip on your fist, and you just made something happen out of something bad, and now
Yeah,
potentially you're gonna have even a brighter future. And you're still young at the end of the day, so
also very
you
true.
have nowhere to rush. For the upcoming year.
everything everything feels like the end of the world around these ages, but like it's like one door
Right.
closes, another one opens, and you're like, "Oh
Yes,
yeah, there is a whole life out there."
exactly.
It's like that. We just
No,
have to kind of ask, and take the step towards it. Because yeah, if we just lock ourselves in the home, nothing is gonna happen. Even if you write down on the note, even if you print out pictures and put them on the wall and look at Ferrari every day, you're not gonna
I
manifest
was
it
like,
unless you
isn't that what
actually.
people do? It's like a vision board or something like that.
They do, but you know what they do besides that? They also go outside and do shit to make it happen.
They put in
So
the work, exactly.
yeah.
That's the difference.
That
You
is
can
fair.
manifest all day long, but it's not going to fall in your lap.
The
That's not
vision
how
Yeah.
board, the vision board
manifestation
isn't the
works.
ultimate key. Got it.
Right, right, right. Like I believe in the energy. Put the energy there. Believe in the
It is.
manifestation, but also
Yeah.
don't expect it to
Also do
just be
it.
handed to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like,
Because
exactly.
and the energy is
Welcome in,
so
welcome in.
true. Because I even noticed about myself and the people around. It's like when you are negative or when you're down, it's hard to make something positive out of your life, right? Because it just doesn't. Like you're not in the mindset to make something happen if
Yeah.
you're feeling down, right? You have to basically be positive,
Be overly
like
positive. It helps.
motivated, yeah, and actually work towards it instead of sobbing, and just hoping and praying it's gonna happen, because unfortunately it's not gonna happen. You do have to put in work, and people do it for 10
This
years,
is true.
20 years, and what we talked about last episode, we just do not see that because it's behind the scenes.
Exactly. No.
right.
But I did want to touch because you brought up streaming keeping you in like a good mental health space, like how do I guess the best way, how does that help with your mental health?
So it's a good question because you would think that something like this might affect it negatively,
Might be a little
possibly.
toxic.
Uh, yeah, well, surprisingly, I feel like a lot of streaming is the energy you give out is the energy you get back. And that's not 100% of the case. Of course, some people do get completely unwarranted harassment or
Yeah,
like hate or whatever, but
so many times.
I am doing yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. I believe you 100%. And I'm sure that it just hasn't made its way to me yet. So I'm not discounting
Exactly.
that it will come. But so
Exactly.
far, I've been really blessed to find a little community of people who all are really supportive and really nice, and a lot of them are streamers as well, and they have nice and supportive communities. And so I don't know if it almost fosters this environment of
Yeah.
like, try it if you dare. But if you come in here with some BS in the chat, we're all gonna jump on you
Right.
like
Yeah.
so fast.
You got a team behind
And
you.
that's
That's
with
nice.
and that's with every single one of us. If anyone tried it in their chats too, it's game over for whoever's trying. So I know it just hasn't made its way yet, but I'm really blessed to not have experienced the major toxicity quite yet. um, but
Yeah.
mental health wise, I would say it helps by giving a reason to get out of bed in the morning, at least at
Yeah.
first. Now I'm in a better place mentally. So
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
first though, it
Yeah.
was like a reason to get out of bed, a
Yeah.
reason to, put on some nice clothes and do a little bit of makeup and feel good about yourself, and also make friends so you're not alone by yourself
Exactly.
isolating.
True.
And just all of that together, it has genuinely been a really great thing for something I've never felt. I don't know if I'm sure many people can relate.
Yeah.
Anywhere I've been, I've wanted to fit in, and I've felt accepted, but I've never felt like I was meant to be in that place. Like it's never.
You didn't feel like a like actual part of it. You was there, but you didn't feel part of it.
Right, exactly, exactly. It's
Okay.
like I was intruding on those things almost. Even though I know these people cared about me, I was having a good time, and it just didn't feel right.
Okay.
This, for the first time, just feels right. And it's
Oh,
crazy. Like,
that's so good.
it's amazing.
Heck
There
yeah.
might be
Thank
some reasons because of it. Because also you are the one who you're the streamer, right? And you're the one who makes the community. You're the one who creates it. And the people supporting and watching you would only be doing it if they had genuine intentions,
Mhm.
meaning they actually like you for who you are, for what you say, the way you act, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it maybe feels like that, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but not to take away from your real life friends or communities you're part in, but a part of. But yeah, online, I've also, from my experience, I've connected with people a lot easier because just somehow I end up. It's easier to find up more like-minded people
Yes.
online, not in
Yes.
real life. In real life, it's like a lottery, but in
Yeah.
online, you know where to go, what game to play. If I'm playing this game and this guy plays this game and we're gonna play it together, then we
Like
already have
we'll
something
probably
in
have something
common.
in
It's
common
an
already. Yeah. It's true.
yeah.
Right.
That's a very good
That's
point.
a great
So
point.
yeah.
That's
So you're basically you're the one driving the bus, and you have all the cool people
You're
supporting
picking
you
up
in
all
the
the cool
back of it.
kids.
Yeah, exactly.
just
Just make
making stops along the way.
Yep,
Yeah, and
exactly.
get more people on the bus. Yeah, that's the analogy on it, and also about the time for us when it comes. I feel like it's it can be demotivating, demoralizing whenever you do good things in life, but they do not come back to you.
Like when you
Let's
don't
say
get
you're
that good
nice to
karma back.
everybody, but people are not nice to you. You you help people, but they don't help you. You know, and I think it's okay, and it's like a lottery. Eventually, if you do your best being a good person, eventually a lottery is gonna just draw itself, and something. Because I believe in karma, right? So I believe something nice will happen. But
I
again,
like
it
to
can be
hope in
5,
karma.
10, 20 years. So yeah.
I like to hope that
And
karma's
like you
real.
said, it sh- has she not proven herself more than enough times?
Well, only
You
when it's
know what I'm
bad
saying?
karma. When I do good things, I don't see the good ones back.
Fair. Maybe the good karma just takes a little longer in processing time. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of time to load.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
No,
But
no,
I'm
but
sorry. I feel like you were
genuinely, I
gonna say
mean,
something before I said that.
no, you're fine. I just think if you keep putting it out, and like BK said earlier about not having expectations, once you put the expectations out of the window,
Yeah,
that stuff comes your way so fast because
True.
it's when you have the expectations that it's like it's putting a buffer on the processing time at that point. It's like chill
well
out. You
said.
shouldn't have expected something.
Mm-hmm.
Just just relax. It'll come to you, and then it does every
Things
time
will
as
come.
long as you put the effort in. You know?
This is true. This honestly, I can agree upon 100%. Like there was a lot of times where I thought I was gonna just quit. I thought I was gonna end up being a main chef at a restaurant at some point. I was like, no, I really don't like this. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I That's very relatable. I grew up wanting to be a chef too.
Yeah, I was like, I
At
already had
some
like the certificates, and I went to the school for it. I was like, I can like easily make money
Oh
on that.
wow.
But then I was like,
Oh, you
nah.
put the work in too.
Oh yeah, I was
That's
working in Manhattan
that's
for like 5 years.
that's impressive though to like go
It
through all of
is
that effort and decide like no, my what I want in life is more important than just like
hundred
continuing
percent.
whatever I just put, like the sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
impressive to be able to work past that.
Oh,
it's
it
a
was
win-win.
rough. It was
Because
definitely
you
rough.
still have the papers. If anything,
True.
I know that nothing is gonna happen because you have work ethic and you have what it takes. But at the same time, if something to does happen to you, you can always go back to cooking and you'll never be homeless. So
Oh
kudos
yeah.
also to
Well,
you, man,
remember
for
what you
finishing it
said? I
up.
think it was the last episode we had where you said like master or jack of all
Yeah,
trades,
yeah,
master of
yeah,
none.
yeah,
Like I am literally
yeah.
that is the definition of me. I have
M-
certificates for everything. I'm not great at them, but like I always I made sure I have like plan A, but plan B, C, D, just in case. But that's the New York
y-
mentality. That's what it taught me. It's like I always had to have
Yeah.
something going.
And it works out, especially that's the thing with this about being jack of all trades but master of none. I think it is very uh it's a very positive thing when it's outside of New York, in a way
Yeah,
that, like, you did this, you did that, but in New York, if you
you got to be an
show
expert at
them a
your thing.
resume, yeah, of everything, but you're not really an expert, they will say, "Hey, unfortunately, we decided not to go with you. We were
Hmm.
looking into
We're gonna
other
take this guy
candidates
that
because
literally that's this
there
is
probably there's
he breathes
100
this.
more that have like five more papers on top of your paper.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
might be jacking one of my friend's sauce right now, but have y'all ever heard the full quote of the jack of all trades?
Nope.
There's a full quote.
Thought that was
There's
a
a
full quote.
Yeah, there's
no,
more than
there.
that. No, please.
I thought so too. I thought so too. A friend corrected me in chat, and it actually goes really well with what you're saying. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of none. A master. Let me
Yeah,
make sure
no,
I do that right.
no,
But
that sounds like a
oftentimes better
bar.
than a master of one.
Of one, yeah, yeah, I would agree.
So you could be perfect and a genius in one thing, but
Huh?
I mean,
Hey, what's going on? It's Dennis, and this is a quick break to just let you know, yes, you can be a master at one thing or more than others, but let's just say you're a master at event tournament organization. So I want to introduce you to LIGL Arena. It is the marketplace where you get to create your own events, collect your money for your events from your community, and you guys can all game together. So just wanted to put that out there. If you're interested in testing out LIGL Arena, our new platform, make sure you click the link in the bio to join. It's free to join and help us test it out. Thanks so much, and let's get back into this video. And I'm out.
I mean, if you have like pretty good quality in like five or six different things, I mean,
Hey,
I see it in a sense like there are
you just
some
blew my mind.
industries where I could completely understand, and I can see that, like if you worked in four industries and you had all this experience, you can put it together. And even if that person is like an expert, in one industry, but
Yeah.
you having all the experience from different ones, you could become, on top of the master of one, right? But I
Yeah.
do, unfortunately, I personally do feel like that nowadays, just because of how the world is, how overpopulated it is, it's especially in the big cities,
Hmm.
this unfortunately does not work no more. I think it worked a little bit more before, but now it's like harder. Like you can see myself, I've been looking for like a regular part-time job, trying to find it something that it's in my, in my
Your realm of knowledge.
preference. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Realm of knowledge, preference,
Mm,
passion, and it's not possible. Unfortunately, I have
true.
applied 500 different places, but it just uh, there's always 100 more people applying for the same job.
Yeah, it did feel like that for sure. I understand that 100%.
Yeah,
That's another reason why I
yeah,
dropped everything. That's why, Sim, I related to you when you just like start like you literally just essentially started over, got your own place, like moved, did everything, and that's essentially what I did. But my breakup was with New York. I was like, I can't
It
do
yeah,
this anymore. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah.
And it took me
Oh
probably a
a
yeah.
similar
long
level of
time.
emotion.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. It should be. Like I mentioned, it doesn't matter if it's friendship, relationship, or even in this case, moving out. He lived there. He's from there. He needs to do again. The only reason probably why he felt good about it is because he found something to do right away, right? And you were not like,
Oh
you
yeah, no. I mean,
know,
the
sobbing
benefits
about
of
like, oh, what am
cooking
I doing?
jobs. Yeah, you can always get a job at cooking something. So,
Oh yeah, you
It's
got the
true.
paper.
yeah,
No, it's
exactly.
really impressive because going through that kind of experience, and I didn't leave cities. So that's like, I know a relationship is a big deal, but starting over in a whole different city is like,
I
th-
mean, you're starting over in a
that's a
different
lot.
house. It's like the same thing.
Right. No, no, no. Don't get me wrong. It's still very, it was a experience, but either way, both of those experiences, they're very defining. Like
Oh
if
yeah.
you've never been through like starting over in any kind of way, whether it be leaving a city, leaving a long-term relationship as an adult, do anything like that, it's defined, like it changes your entire mindset. Like you're
Yeah.
just one day to the next, it's like, "Oh, this is what people were talking about."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
Mhm.
experiencing the world for the first
yeah.
time.
Yes, exactly. And like, oh wait, I'm my own human being who can. I remember the day where I was, what I was doing, and I don't remember a lot. When I realized and it clicked in my head, oh, I'm a grown adult and I can do whatever I want. And this was last year that I
That's
realized
understandable.
this.
That's totally fair.
It one day it just clicks, whether you're 19, whether you're 65, one day it clicks, and you know what? When you reach that day, no one can stop you.
Yeah, you got free will.
Yeah.
Mhm. I know
True.
exactly. And it's such a mind-blowing experience to realize that if you didn't realize it already, you know?
No, I that is
But
so beautifully said because that is so true. You really don't. You really there is like a like no one just realizes like no one's just like, oh, I can do whatever I want. Like everyone had some limitation, whether
Naturally.
your parents told you something or like the places you live made
yeah,
you do a certain way. Like how you said,
society.
yeah, whatever your community's about. Like, and for you to just like one day be like, oh wait, I can just do literally like whatever I feel like, and there's
Like
no one that can stop me.
anything? Right.
Yeah, that,
Exactly.
It's a
that
crazy
that's
feeling.
unfortunately I feel like we're a little bit brainwashed since the young age. We
Oh
were
yeah.
told go to school, do this, do that, and at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, all my friends who went to university got PhD, whatever. Some people do work, in the industry that
Some
they
of them
studied
did.
for, but honestly, 80% are doing something else, and that again proves.
I
I
agree.
think it should prove what I'm saying is that we're just programmed to go through the like
The
just
steps, the
step
steps
one,
of life.
be a baby,
Status
steps of life.
quo.
But at the same time, there are kids that been doing their own thing since they're like 12, 13, and they find success so early because they've been doing the thing that they love to do, and just putting all the hard work in. And you don't have to be an adult to do it.
Yeah,
You
that's
just have to
true.
not be brainwashed, or you not, or you know
You could be
fortunately
yeah.
some people have awesome parents that say like, yeah, school is like school,
Yeah,
but
be
yeah,
who
you
you
should
wanna be.
pursue, be a skateboard. You love skateboard, be a skater, bro.
That
And
would
this
be
kid,
crazy.
I mean, but again, that is like I can
It's a
send you an
realization.
examples of real, yeah.
I feel like
Again,
if we've ever been close to a society where that's possible of kids growing up being told that they can like as a whole, we're
Yeah.
getting close to that, I feel like, with our
yeah,
generations. Like
Yeah.
it it
yeah,
does feel like because we're all living through learning that we can do whatever we want and getting that freedom,
Yeah.
that we're like almost trying to put, maybe it'll go too far in the other direction, I don't know, but I feel like we are at least trying to give our kids the ability to
Yes.
be themselves and do
Yes.
what they want to
yeah.
do,
I, I,
even
I
if
I
it's
agree
like,
on that.
it seems that way at least. I don't have
It is.
children, so don't
It
let me
is.
speak. Let me.
You are 100%. You're 100% right on it. And it's not only because of people having kids. It's also because of accessibility and information that we have right now, which is social media and Google. And all these stories come out where, well, like I mentioned, some people get PhD and then they even do something opposite of what they studied for.
Completely different.
Someone gets inspired by that. Back in like 30 years ago, yeah, maybe you had like a neighbor that had this story, and that you would have to go for go of that story. But online, you can find hundreds and thousands of
Yep.
these
You can find
examples,
whatever you
real
want
life
to find.
stories that makes you, yeah, that makes you come to realization where it's like, oh shit, maybe I should do what I want to do instead of going to a corporate job and living, you know. I don't. It's not even living, but it's rough. But hey, some people have to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But
Right,
what
Yeah.
I'm,
right.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, just not nowadays, people finally, like you mentioned, it is happening, but also the people realized, especially kids, because they find all this information online without any parental, like
Guidance.
advising. They find information themselves.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I want to mention, one more thing, is that it can backfire, because I have realized living in New York, whenever I meet someone new, they are many things, which is good, but I am worried about the future, because they are a rapper, they are streamer, right? They're a fashion designer. When we talked about
I
jack
was
of
gonna
all
say
trades,
that
master
definitely
of
is a
none.
New York aspect, though, or like not necessarily a New
Yeah,
York thing. That's a big city thing.
I know, but at the same time, I'm just giving it as an example that there's so many people who are still 40, 50-year old and doing that and believing in a success, which
Hey, don't.
still
Yeah,
keep
go
going if
all
you
in.
already
Go
did
hard
it.
on it.
But I'm just saying, please realize that just because of the reasons that we just mentioned, the competition is 3 times bigger. Before, if you decided, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing, I'm gonna become a streamer, yeah, you're gonna probably hit a lotto, a bingo. But
Hit a
nowadays, if you
bingo.
say, hey, I'm gonna be streamer, then it's gonna be like,
Well,
every
what are you
second
gonna do to
person is a
stand
streamer.
out?
Well,
Right,
that
right.
exactly. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be aware. It's not like before. We had enough plumbers. Now we don't have enough plumbers, right? And now it's the same with streaming. We didn't have enough streamers, and
Now
now
we got
we're
too much to do.
oversaturated with. Yeah. Well,
I guess
hey.
Yeah.
I guess a good disclaimer would be that everything we say about the you can do whatever you want, you can be whatever you want. The disclaimer is that you can try.
Yes.
Like you have the
You have the free
freedom
will to
to
try.
try these things and have, but that doesn't guarantee success for anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, for you, for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It You can try, and honestly, you can try all day long and grind as hard as you possibly can grind, and sometimes it's still not going to work out. But
I've seen it happen.
trying is more exact, unfortunately. And but the truth is, like, you won't know those things if you don't try. Like, you won't,
Yes.
and you learn
Very
so
true.
much from these experiences that why stop yourself? Because I did for 10 years. So anyone listening, I stopped myself for 10 years from doing this
A whole decade.
because I just didn't want to fail. I was scared to
Yeah.
it, like, the 10 years is a long time. That's my whole 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
My whole
That's literally
20s.
your whole 20s.
I'm an
Yeah.
unk. I'm an unk now. When I
That's
could have
no.
started when I was not an unk.
Yeah. I think when you hit 30, you get
Yeah,
the
come
on
back when you hit
status.
30, and then we'll start
Yeah,
calling you
next
Auntie.
year.
Okay?
All right, I got you in a couple months.
We'll-
Like
Yeah.
the
I'll start calling you
accusations,
Auntie.
the accusations are ready to spill out with the unks. Like I mean, like I'm gonna be called that in just a couple months.
That
So
is
don't
funny.
let don't let that hold
Yeah.
you. Let it hold you back for a little bit, and then say, you know what? No. You know
Yeah,
how good you'll feel after you tell yourself no and you do something that you wanted to do.
yeah. Cause yeah,
But
no, you said cause
yeah,
yeah, you've been cause yeah, you're an up and coming streamer. You've been streaming, I believe, since October of last year.
October 25. Yeah.
October 25, right? Okay, so yeah, so next October will be your first official year, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yes.
And one of the accomplishments that I'm gonna toot your horn a little bit, little toot toot. From October to the end of the year, I believe you hit you were hitting for a sub goal of 100 followers, and now
Mhm.
you're like way past that.
I don't know what happened in that time frame, but yeah,
Hard
I think
work
I'm
and
at like
dedication happened.
that part.
yeah.
You're absolutely right. Because that there was a
You
lot of
buckled
grinding
down.
hours. Yeah, you're not wrong. I did in on New Year's Eve did a charity stream for North Texas Reptile Rescue, and I had a
Shoot,
goal of $250. We raised 500.
let's go, let's
I've
go.
never done. Do you
Which is also
understand the
crazy.
amount?
Your first, not
Yeah,
even your first full year, and you go and do a charity stream is crazy. I didn't do my first charity stream probably
12
like
hours.
oof, oof. I think I
You
did
know
my
what's
first
the
charity stream like
craziest part?
last year.
What, hey,
You're
that's
you're
still
you're
awesome.
doing you're doing God's work in a way that like no one has like sometimes idea or even impossibility. You know, you can go donate the money, you know, yourself to like a charity, but you creating a donation goal for
Yep,
the charity, you're already doing like, you know, you're doing amazing
you're
stuff,
doing
you
the
know,
hard work.
for yeah.
Thank
So
you.
it's very yeah, it's again it's very very inspiring, you know.
I
No,
So
I
appreciate
definitely wanted
that.
to.
Let me tell you, putting yourself in an undertaking like that after just learning how to stream a month ago or like 2 months ago
Yeah, literally.
would not would not recommend. Like sell some
Would not
lemonade
recommend.
outside. Sell some lemonade and donate to them yourself because genuinely, I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It was
it's
an
fun. It
amazing
is fun.
experience. But oh my gosh, the prep work for
The
that?
prep, I feel like the prep and the pressure, I feel like are really big ones because you want to do good. Like my first charity
Right.
stream, I didn't like make it, like I didn't like no one donated, and I felt like crap. And like
No.
I tried
But
like
like,
I did like three more after that, and then I finally saw some traction. It wasn't nowhere near what you got, but I was like at least
no,
I'm
they
giving something to these kids.
right. No, I mean putting even having the thought to do that in the
yeah,
first place.
exactly.
I wouldn't
The
say that
thought.
about myself, but like listening to y'all, I'm like even thinking about doing that in the first place is really incredible. Like people are being
Yeah.
helped, they're being made aware of what's
Hmm.
going on, like they're seeing what's going on. And sometimes people just have a rough financial patch in
Yeah,
this economy and can't.
Yeah.
So it's like the at least having the awareness so that the next time you do it, they're like, okay, well, I have a little extra I can spare this time.
hmm,
And the putting in the effort and the consistency is incredible. Like,
yeah, that's what it's
and I
all about.
appreciate what y'all said. Thank
No,
you.
for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
we
On,
like
only
putting.
fair. If
Go ahead.
go ahead. I was saying it's like if only everyone would do it, you know. But
It'd be
hey,
nice.
even like the biggest, bro, even the biggest streamers, they have 20,000 viewers live. You know, do something about it. You make
Use
50
it.
grand a month. Like, how greedy can you be, bro? I understand streaming can be hard work. I'm not
Yeah,
taking
that is.
anything from anything.
It
But
is
if you're
exhausting.
Right.
making like 50 grand a month, like, you know, maybe you should consider doing nice things back because people are legit like, you know, giving you money for being at
Just
home,
being you.
entertaining, yeah, playing games,
You know,
So
I
so
agree
yeah,
with you.
I'm
I
just
agree
saying
with
on.
you,
Yeah,
100%. There
yeah.
is not like now I'm thinking about it, I'm
No,
like, yeah, like okay, yeah, you know a couple big names that they'll do charities every now and then, but there's a
some,
lot of big
but not
names that
many.
don't do any charity streams. I'm like, wait a
And
minute. How are the
yeah,
people that are just starting trying to push charity streams when there's other people
that's
that
my
have like
point.
2,000 people watching and they're like, oh yeah, I don't do charities. It's like what?
That's my point.
I
That's why
guess
it's
it
inter-
depends, like, why did you, I mean, I don't want to assume that this is what those people are thinking, but
True, they probably don't even think about
I,
it.
fair. That's fair. I would think that it probably depends on why you got into this, right? Like if you got into it because you want to make money, because you want whatever comes with that,
Uh,
then I guess it would make sense you don't think about anything like that. But like if you got in it just to hang out and maybe make some friends and I don't know who all, I'm sure that y'all probably started in similar ways, like wanting some community, wanting some. Let me not assume.
I was
Did
like,
y'all did y'all start in similar ways?
I was like,
Um,
I guess I no, I it's I it is the same way, but that's just like for gaming as a whole for me, not necessarily just streaming. Like I got
Right,
into like I
right,
want to
right,
be in the gaming ecosphere in some capacity because I like being around these kind of people.
right,
yeah.
right. Okay.
For me, I started streaming when I played the Heroes of the Storm professionally, and I signed the
Really?
contract. And in contract, yeah, you play Heroes of the Storm?
I
You
have in
know
the
the
past years and years ago.
Yeah, yeah, because that
Hey,
game was pretty. Yeah, that I played for Team Liquid and Virtus Pro like 8 years
Yeah,
ago. Yeah,
that's wild. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
he's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
our resident celebrity. I forgot to tell you.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
let's go.
yeah.
Nice to
I
meet
just,
you.
just thank you. And what I'm trying to say is that that's when I started streaming because in the contract said you have to stream, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll stream. And then I started streaming, and it was entertaining because at the end of the day,
Huh?
in the good old days, when people knew me, I would get like 300 viewers. And the
And everyone's
feeling of
talking to
like
you.
playing and answering questions,
Yeah,
talking, people subscribing, donating, you would
it's a
be,
thrill.
you would be a liar. You would be a liar if you said you didn't like money, if money didn't help you. That's bullshit. But at the end of the day,
Right, right.
it's about personality. If again, you can say anything about the big streamers that they maybe are there for the money, which is okay.
Which is fine.
It's
Yeah,
your
Right,
no.
job. You're
I
doing your
am
own
into
thing.
that.
Nothing's wrong about it. But you,
right.
you cannot you cannot tell me, not you though, Sim, in general, you cannot tell me that they don't know about charity events or donations or anything, like it's just cap. And I know those numbers run crazy. The money they make, the big streamers, are
Mm-hmm.
just insane. And I would just love to see them giving back to the community
It
because
would be
again,
nice.
I think a lot of people take it for granted. There's again big celebrity streamers that go online and complain and they say streaming is harder than 9 to 5. It's
I remember. I
debatable.
forgot who said
It,
that, but that was so. I don't agree.
Quite a
Even
few.
though,
Yeah, quite a few. And again, it just tells me that they take this shit for granted and
yeah, I
and
was
and they don't
like,
see.
be glad that you could
Yeah,
be at home in front of a camera. Like some people can't afford the camera.
Right.
yeah, and you're making 50 grand out of screaming in a camera, acting crazy, because that's what apparently kids enjoy
That's what the cool kids
nowadays.
like.
People
You
screaming in their cameras.
you
Well,
can
see,
say it's hard and that it takes a lot of effort, but what you
yeah,
can't say is that it's harder than a like I
like a
mean,
physical labor
at
Yeah,
job.
bare minimum, we're on equal playing field
Yeah,
here.
right.
You
I
know
was
what I
yeah,
mean?
like, I'm like,
Like,
yeah,
I've like
yeah.
put up roofing. Like, there's no way. Like that sounds way.
exactly.
That was way
It's
harder than
uh,
me sitting in front of a camera laughing all night.
Right.
It's just for me. At the end of the day, these things are very straightforward. You know, you sit down 10 people and you ask them, and you say you tell them you can only pick one, and you say you want to be a streamer or you want to work in a Chipotle. You want to be a streamer or you want to work in a corporate office. And I swear that 99% will say,
Yeah,
oh,
it'd
I
be
want to be
weird.
streamer
It'd be
making
weird if you
50K.
said
You
9
know.
to 5.
So again, like all this like streaming is harder than 9 to 5. Again,
I
it's
see where you're
just you have
coming
to
from.
do everything on your own, right? Of course, things are gonna be maybe more complicated because it's all on you. You're
Right.
not going to the work. You're not given a computer, a desk, and then end of the week you're not given a check. You know,
Yeah.
you have to do it all yourself. So
Otherwise, I
that
could
is the
come home.
only difference that I see that could be harder, but at the end of the day, it doesn't like
Yeah,
excuse you
it's
to say shit
mentally
like,
exhausting, but I wouldn't say it's
yeah, bro.
harder.
Man, I don't know. I worked 4 years in a corporate job selling high-end jewelry and watches.
You
I
didn't
worked
like
with
that?
suitcases with like 80,000 and in cash, right? Like in movies.
Was that mentally
There's some
draining?
good times, and I'm telling
Sitting
you,
behind the counter
eventually,
waiting.
eventually these things it's the same thing. If you buy a Ferrari, brother and sister, I tell you guys, if you have a Ferrari for a month, it's not gonna feel the same way. And it's same with a job. That's how I felt working jewelry. I'm like, oh, I'm working jewelry
You're so
industry.
cool.
Oh, so much diamonds, Rolex, Patek, Audemars. Whoa, but you don't care, man. At the end of the day, it's about how big is
Can
the
I get my
check?
paycheck and go
Because
home,
it's not
please?
my company.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is I worked there 4 years and I was so mentally drained that I could argue with you that it was it would be, the streaming is harder mentally than actually working a
Well,
regular
that one in
job. 'Cause-
particular, that sounds you're dealing with a lot of money. That stresses me out. So that would mentally destroy me. I do not like handing
well,
other
maybe
people's
for
money.
you, but what about person working at Chipotle? They don't deal a lot of money, but working same job, doing
Yeah,
same thing
Chipotle
every
is
day,
actually
like,
a lot of hard work. They got you
of
running.
course.
They got you
But what
running
is
in there.
not? What is
I
not
think you
hard?
made a good point about people like never like they have to do it all on their own. I wonder if part of people's idea of streaming being harder than a 9 to 5 comes from exactly
Yeah,
that they've never
yeah.
been an entrepreneur before. They've never had to like be their own boss because for
Mm,
what it's worth, I've never had to be. So this is a little overwhelming, but I'm making
it's
it work because
that's
it's
true.
amazing.
Yeah.
That, but like, and by the I have a full-time job as well, so I'm
And
doing
you're juggling.
this
Look
is
at you.
a hobby. I have
That is the way we talked about this before, but I didn't want to interrupt, and now I'm doing it right now, guys. When you want to do
please.
content and live streaming, whatever you do, try to make sure you do have some kind of base income.
Some
That you
basic
have at
income.
least a
Yeah, that's a
part-time.
smart idea.
Yes, because
Yeah.
you cannot unless you're living in mama's basement and you trying to invest 2 years going all in with not working and making money. You can try to do it, but guys, in reality, just because how oversaturated it is, the chances of succeeding are smaller. Therefore, it is more secure and probably smarter to have some kind of backup plan, which would be your regular job. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you can just you can come home
At
and
least to
do your
start.
thing,
At
be
least
your
to
own
start.
boss.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is a quick commercial break to interrupt the flow of the show, but I hope you're enjoying it and you're getting a lot of information from our guests today. By the way, talking about earning extra income, whether working on a job or doing something else. Well, that's something else. We have the Esports Millionaire Mindset book, which you can see over here or over here, or maybe this way. Not exactly sure where it's placed. However, make sure to visit Amazon to get the Esports Millionaire Mindset. It's another way you can actually earn revenue on the side while pursuing your esports endeavors or working your job. Thanks so much for watching this quick ad. Let's get back into the video. Later.
Yeah, at least start it.
Because
And when you
yeah,
see
like
some money coming in, some sponsors, then you can say
yeah, then
adios
you
to
can
the
like
regular
because
job,
yeah, what I'm
and then
like
you
at a
can.
year. I'm at a year of not. I haven't worked an actual like W-2 job, and
Fire.
like yeah,
Nice.
that sounds really great.
Congratulations.
But like you said before,
Yeah,
no one knows the background story that I've been actually doing this since 2008.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shoot.
I've been doing this for a
That's a lot of
long
grinding.
time
Yes.
Mm,
to
you
get
put that
Hey
work
1
in
guys,
year.
though.
hey, yeah, everyone. Even we're talking about like some I Show Speed, Mr. Beast, Kai
Hmm.
Cenat, all these like mogul
They're
streamers. I
doing it for a
swear they've
lot
been
longer than
doing
you
this
think
since
they
they're
are.
yeah. They just it just
So
pays
yes, be
off,
financially secure
and
before you like jump the ship and just like go all in.
yeah.
That's the
And
financial
Absolutely,
and, and, and,
wise.
guys.
and yeah, and my main reason for that is just because it's 2026. If it was no, it was 2004 or no, when the internet came out, 2000.
Oh,
No, it's
appreciate
not even
you.
about that. Live streaming was like 2008 something, seven.
Oh, you
I
talking about
don't
when like live
remember.
streaming got big? It was probably like
Justin
That sounds
2010.
TV,
about
yeah, Justin TV came.
Yeah,
I don't
Justin
know.
TV. Yeah,
Everyone was
that's
streaming
yeah.
League of
That
Legends.
was
Yeah,
2008.
yeah, yeah. There was no Twitch. Yeah. So then I would say, hell yeah, fuck the job, fuck
right.
making
See,
money,
but
go
that's what's
all
so
in,
crazy. Because
cause
I
that's
saw that and
that
was
was
like,
the
that's
new
not
bit.
gonna work.
We talked about this, yo.
You know?
It's funny
Like
how
that's not a
we
viable
go from
income.
topic to topic and we connect the dots. Because again, in last episodes we talked about this. It's same with the Bitcoin.
Oh
Who
yeah.
thought that Bitcoin is gonna blow up to 100K when it was $20? It's the same with
Right.
streaming. It's same with new things. And I
Yeah.
think finally people are realizing, maybe because they've seen too many AI movies, but people are realizing, hey, AI, bless you, brother, bless you, brother. AI is the next thing, and I'm noticing that everyone is going all in some way, trying to learn it, trying to use it, trying to make it.
Yeah,
So
you gotta be
I
somewhat
think people are
diverse.
learning from the mistakes of doubting the next thing. Because
I know I am.
if I didn't doubt the Bitcoin, I doubt I would be here.
True,
Okay? Because
obviously,
I would
yeah.
have probably, yeah, because my friends bought Bitcoins and I was like, making a wallet, a key, a password, a this and that.
Uh,
I'm like, yeah.
that's so much.
And same with streaming. If I had the mentality that like, content, entertainment, where is this going into the future? Right? And then if I would realize it, if I would have someone, tell me, yo, this is the next thing, I would consider going all in. But Commando, I was the same like you. When I saw that, I saw it
You're
like,
like,
yeah, it's
no.
just like streaming, a little entertainment, some viewership.
Yeah.
But who would know it's gonna become a Twitch
Who
or
thought
a
it would
Kick
be this?
or hundreds of thousands of viewers, tournaments, esports tournaments with million of viewerships for League of Legends and Counter Strike. It's
Yeah.
it's just mind blowing. That's why whenever there's a new thing, don't doubt it.
Just try it
Do a
out.
research and
Just check it
try
out.
it out. Do a research.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
And again, same with everything, with TikTok, with the. Let's go back in a
We can
few
go
years
outside.
with wine. Remember the wine thing when everyone became content creators? That was the first TikTok. It was called Wine, Vine.
Wasn't
Oh,
it Vine?
Vine?
not both of us. Not both of us, Commander.
No
I was like, wait
way.
a minute.
That was the
We were
first
both like,
TikTok.
Wasn't
That
it
was the
Vine?
first TikTok.
Yeah,
Vine, yeah.
because
Vine.
the V sounds like
V-I-N-E.
W in.
Oh, wine. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Me
No,
scusi my
that's totally
European
No,
accent.
no. I
That's on us.
I love how you caught that. Like we were like, oh,
So
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
dude, I
Yeah, me
drink.
scusi,
So
me
I was
scusi.
like, wait, what wine are you talking about?
Nah,
That's
nah.
on us, BK.
Yeah, nah. That's on my accent, but it's okay. But
No,
my
I get
point
it
is
now.
that again, whoever hops on first, again, same thing we talk about the other episodes. Whoever is the first one in whatever comes out, you just have higher chances of becoming the next big thing. You
Yes.
know. So yeah, we folded with the streaming, but we're trying to get back into it with the content creation, and we're doing something, But hey, props to the people that knew that this is gonna be the next thing, because you see that the big ones, that the big streamers, big content creators, I swear they are the ones that they believed and knew that this is gonna happen. That's why they kept pushing content for 15 years. 15
Well, this leads me
MFing
to my
years,
next
man.
question, though, so it's perfect. Thank you for setting me up. Um, because obviously, like you already know, BK, he started from streaming, and he's like more of an esports streamer. He plays the esports games, he watches esports games, like that's kind of his whole vibe. I'm more of like, I'm competitive, but not really, so it's kind of funny. But one of the bigger one of the things that I realized in current years has been coming like a predominant thing is cozy gaming, and I've noticed that that is a lot of your content is like really chill, just kind of like cozy vibes. Is that
I'm
like a
excited
decision that you
about that.
decided to make on your own, or is that just like the only kind of games you play, or how did you decide to make your content about like as chill as it is?
Well, hold on. Thank you for that compliment. What I think it was, let's be honest, I stepped when I started all of this, I was in my healing era. I stepped into like allowing myself to have a soft girl era. So I'm like all these years that I'm like pretending I don't like these cute little sweet soft things. No, we're allowing it. We're allowing it
Okay.
to feel vulnerable.
Why did you pretend? I'm very curious.
You know,
Curious. Not furious.
if I want to psychoanalyze, I think it's probably a defense mechanism because if you like project yourself to like these things, you come off more vulnerable and more
Yeah.
just less hard, I guess, is the best way to put it. And
Okay.
I'm tired of living with a mask on. I'm tired of living with a mask on, to be completely honest.
Heck yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
so the coziness has always been the cozy games I've always been into. I've played the Kirby games on 64. I was playing Crystal Shard. I was playing
Okay.
Pokemon Stadium. All of the
Okay.
Nintendo
Yeah,
ruled
yeah.
my life
Okay.
basically. Um,
Yeah, that is the
so
definition of a cozy game. Most Nintendo games.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. So it kind of it was just it was meant to be that way, and I just down to the point where I have all pink accessories in my bathroom because I was like,
Oh.
we're going all in with
Yeah,
this.
that's real all in.
My whole apartment my whole apartment isn't pink, don't get me wrong, but I was like, you know what?
You're gonna
Even
add
I
if it
pink to
was,
it.
what's wrong with it? Like, what? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
there's nothing
Like,
wrong with
not to
pink. There's
take
nothing wrong
away
with pink.
from you. Yeah, no, no. In a sense, like, I feel like again, it's just like this, like, social media and this and that. I don't know what what your life was, what your environment was, right? But most of the times, we are the product of the environment, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, just the fact that it took you that many years to take that mask off and
Be
be
yourself.
vulnerable, which yeah, because like who even decided that being vulnerable is a bad thing, like,
The world.
yeah. Well, I guess the society, I
Society.
guess. Yeah, but
Unfortunately.
that's what I'm saying, and it is the society then,
You were right. You called
you
it. You
know
called it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. um
I was like, you said it
Just
I don't. I
perfectly
don't want to
already. I
go
was like,
deeper
yeah.
into like yeah, men and women. What men like, but like
Dude,
we fuck with
remember back in the day,
vulnerable women.
like it was like guys can't wear pink, and it was like a big thing when guys wore pink. And
Right.
now guys are
Right.
Yeah,
wearing
now
pink.
guys are wearing skirts. Some in New York. Like it
Well,
is what it is.
hey, a good kilt is a
It,
good kilt. Just saying.
Hell
hey,
yeah.
yeah, I have no complaints. I'm just saying, that I feel like people are also waking up and
Yeah,
they're,
yeah, 100%.
becoming what they actually are,
I've said that
and again,
I've said that many times to people I know in real life that I am so grateful, no matter what my experience in life was, I'm so grateful to live in a time where people are so able to be themselves. And
Yeah,
I know that's not fully true. There's many
yes,
yeah. It's still, but it's
much
become
work
more.
is to be had.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
definitely, I mean, we're at the point in life where it's the most open it's ever been,
yes,
and you're able
yes,
to
True.
be who you want to be to an extent that has never been the case before. And I'm just really grateful to be in a time like that. I don't know, like imagine us 200 years ago. Like
Well,
I'm sorry, but that
I was
just
like, well, I'd probably be in one of you
yeah. I
guys'
mean,
backyards picking cotton, but
stop. Okay.
not 200,
You're
but
not
but but. Hey,
Understood, maybe not the best point to make, but you like imagine we're in the medieval years and I'm walking around with
Yeah.
a personality disorder, red hair and these on, and you have a mohawk
Oh, we get
and like
you're
lobotomized.
just a
imagine
witch. You're a witch, and
I
he's a
said
crazy
that.
guy.
I have literally said I would have been lobotomized if I was I've said that.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
but one thing I will say though, living 200 years ago, besides the fact that you walk barefoot sometimes and you step on something sharp and you cut your feet and you get infection and
And they
there's
can
no
kill you
medicine and you
automatically.
probably die at 20 years old.
Yep.
But I feel like life 200 years ago was so straightforward, bro. You just come out of the tummy and you are who you are.
You just live.
If you want to make something out of it, maybe, I don't know, you're probably gonna die, but you just live. You know who you are. If you was a born like a son of a knight, you're gonna be a knight, and you're gonna
Res-
work every day to become the best knight.
Yeah.
And I sometimes fantasize it
You
because
you
I
would
would
like you would
sometimes
like that?
fantasize. No, what I would like is I would like to have a specific role. Cause brother, I've been in
That'd be
different
nice.
countries. I lived by myself in Denmark. Now I moved by myself to another country, America,
Yeah.
right, without nobody. Now I have a family. I made a family here, and it's just like I'm just like going from one thing to another thing, and it just
Yeah.
sometimes it gets so exhausting because you don't have that definite role in your life. But if you're told, hey, you're gonna be the knight for this king, you just know what to do. You have nothing else to stress about, to be depressed about, because you have your goal and you're just, you're working towards it. But
Okay.
nowadays, people, the biggest problem is, and again, it's a statistic. It's like 70 up to 80% people when they're asked in universities or some other establishments, they don't know what they want to do in their lives. They
Oh
just
yeah.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, we did miss
and
that. Yeah, I give you that.
yeah, we don't know what to do.
But are you
And
ready
you
for
see,
this?
like, yeah, I'm ready.
That's what your role is. Your role now is to become that
To
person for the next generation. Because we didn't have it, clearly.
but
So like our role is to be mentors and teach people like, hey, if like you're an esports pro, right? Like you teach people like, hey, like you can become an esports pro and people will be under you like, oh my god, I can really do
you
this because
you
he
cut
has done
out.
it.
You cut out. Can you repeat?
uh,
Ca-
uh,
Can you can you repeat? I think there was some internet issue.
oh, I was saying that like you're in the role for you, like the role that we didn't get that opportunity to have. Like my dad was a carpenter, so I became a carpenter, and I'm gonna teach my son to be a carpenter. We
Oh,
are that generation now that we're gonna have to be the ones that start passing down the lineage of things. Like, dude, you're already
I
a
see what
father.
you're
You're a
saying.
father too,
W-
dude.
Uh,
You're already breaking the
yeah,
chains.
yeah. Yeah, what you're saying basically, I see what you're saying. We're going like in a circle. It's like it's one of those quotes where hard times raise
I
hard men, and then
There's a
this
few
and
of
that,
them.
and yeah,
Calm
yeah,
seas don't make good
it's
sailors or some shit
from
like that. I can't remember that one, but
yeah.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, basically we didn't have the privilege of
Yeah,
again, it's not a privilege because sometimes if your dad is a carpenter, most likely you don't want to become a carpenter. But if you do, then you hit the
and that's
bingo
great. Hell yeah.
because you have a yeah because then big W. But nowadays, yeah, I guess there's pros and cons because nowadays
Yeah.
we can do whatever we want. It's just the issue is that we don't know what to do.
No one knows what they want
I
yet.
again like yeah, but again, it was just more straightforward 200 years ago. There was not a lot of things you can pick from. You just had to decide what you want to become and you just become it, right? And nowadays it's just like everything is so accessible. You can
Yeah,
become anything, but are you going to become successful? That is more
could
of
be a
a
question.
issue.
Back in the mixer days. Oh
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess it is a bit of a privileged place to come from to say that, because there are definitely still groups of people where that isn't the case at all.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't have the ability to do what we're saying, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So
you
just
just
to
have
give
to
that
follow that line.
disclaimer. Yeah, because it's
But-
we're definitely privileged to make these decisions,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's a great time to be alive in some ways. In some
In
ways.
some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautifully said.
But I would have to also agree to disagree because of the same thing, how everything is accessible. Like maybe 50 years ago, our parents couldn't travel around the world. Like my parents from Latvia, they couldn't travel around the world. They could only travel to specific countries because of what happened,
Yeah.
after like Second World War or whatever, right? But the fact is, that honestly, just from my experience, because that's what I did. I saved up money, I bought a ticket,
And
and
got out.
I moved to literally the other side of the globe,
Heck
right?
yeah.
So I do feel like that anyone can, even like places like Philippines, it's so cheap in there, you can even,
yeah.
if you want to change your life and you want to do something, you want to become a streamer, but you live in USA, but everything is so expensive, well, you can just move to Philippines.
You
It
could.
sounds crazy, but
That's
because again, you could, because that's what my brother did. He plays poker professionally. I told you.
Yeah.
And what he did is he would move out of his country for a month or two. Yeah, my little daughter.
She's
Would move out for 1 month or two and play in a different country because the people that he plays against, depend on the time zone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, he did it to, experiment, see if he can make money,
And it
more
worked.
money being in a different country that also costs less to live in and pay for food, right? So again, I do think that everything nowadays is possible. You just have to grab yourself by the balls, or if you don't have balls, then
Ovaries.
grab by yourself by I don't know, by your fists, and just you gotta do it. Because again,
guess-
if you go ahead.
What I'm speaking on more so, I think, is like disabilities and things
Oh.
like that, because
Oh yeah.
because when in the streamer realm, there with VTubers and things like that, there's very clearly a big group of people who struggle with like physical disabilities.
Oh, physical
So-
and mental, 100%.
And
Yeah.
definitely. So just only making the disclaimer to make sure any of them who might be watching this to hear about streamers' journeys and things like that don't think that we're not, or that I'm not like considering their experience
Yeah.
as well, because
Yeah.
100%.
financial, yes, grind until you can't grind anymore and make that happen. Nothing's stopping you. But if you have like genuine disabilities that are stopping you, unfortunate, like we're in a privileged place to not have that be
True.
the case and to actually be able
Yeah.
to do whatever we want,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
not to, that doesn't take away from any of your points, just to
No, that's
make
a
sure they
very
know
good disclaimer.
we're
No, no,
including-
yeah,
That is
I
a
was
very good
generalizing
disclaimer.
it. Yeah, that's a very good disclaimer because it's very true, and you have to take into account everyone. I was
Yes.
just talking in general. If you
Right.
can, then yes, if you're able to, which
you're able.
majority should be able to. Yeah,
Right.
then you save up money and you do something about it. If you don't like your country, if you don't like the city, again, Commando, a prime example. He
Yeah, I
just
gotta find
did
out.
what he had to do, and he's chilling now.
I was like, you're
you know?
also a prime
So,
example.
again-
You went to a whole nother country. I just moved
Oh, yeah.
states.
I guess.
Well,
yeah.
yes.
Well, yeah, I just
Yeah,
don't-
you forgot
yeah.
that you did that. Like,
Oh no.
I was like, that's a huge thing.
I just have a family here going on already. I'm just like,
Yeah, you're doing the thing. You moved to a whole
other.
other country and started a family. That's like wild work.
Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself
right,
seriously.
all right,
Let
yeah,
Yeah,
yourself.
pat yourself on the back on that one, dude.
Yeah. You
Um,
did that thing.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
But so we are hitting our time real quick, but I asked my questions, but I actually have a special question for you because I heard that you have a guest star in your house.
I do. Oh, do I need to wake him up?
I mean, If it was
No,
possible.
not waking
if
up.
it's possible.
I never. You know what? I never do, and I don't think he'll be that upset. Let me go get him real quick.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is a
Oh
special
no,
treat. This
Commando
is a special
waking
treat.
up.
This
Oh,
is.
okay.
I love that you did this. Hold on. Let me go. Let
I
me
can tell.
take
I
my
saw
gloves
you lit
off.
up. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this. This is happening.
I did. I did. Okay, one moment. Let me grab them.
Yes.
I'm not
Everyone
even
has
sure
their
what to expect.
everyone has their their partners in crime. And
Oh,
I was
he has a
actually watching
special
one
one.
of her streams and I saw and I was like, oh, that's different.
Is it a lizard? Is it a
it's
lizard? Did I
it's
guess it?
something.
Snake?
I don't
Snake?
know
Lizard?
animals.
Bro, my best friend, his stage name is Cockroach, but in my language, which is Prusax,
Yeah,
and
that
he
sounds
literally
cool.
has a family of cockroaches inside
Stop.
that
Oh
apartment.
my god,
This is
no.
so
I
cute.
swear.
He's asleep.
lizard.
Oh, that is
A lizard?
crazy.
One moment.
Did I guess it? Did I guess it? I must have guessed it. It's a lizard.
You might have guessed it. You might have
I
got it.
probably guessed it.
Is it a
Oh
lizard?
yeah. You see,
Yeah.
I can tell what kind of animal she has by her image.
You knew what it
Where,
was? I was
I
like,
know,
she's
bro.
a,
You said, bro. You
I
she's a-
love
she
that.
looks
You
like a
listen,
lizard,
you stood
Jose.
up. You stood up, and I said, what a surprise now? Is it a lizard? And you bring a lizard out.
Literally a
My
My best
freaking
friend, my
a
best friend has
dragon.
snakes. My best friend has snakes, lizards, and cockroaches at home.
Literally
Oh my goodness.
crazy.
And a cat.
I'm just like that was new. That's something I've never seen before. At least
Yeah.
in my
Dark.
realm, we have cats and dogs.
This is fire. You should be streaming with the. I don't know if he or she sleeps on you, but if you could, you should sometimes
Yeah,
pull up a special
what
guest on the stream.
John-
People would do fuck with it.
Oh yeah, if
He
you're
does
just like
come
like
on-
hanging, yeah, that'd be sick.
my friend Emily Jane actually is a streamer who does have her bearded dragon on.
Oh,
I met
shoot.
her over Twitch as well, but he's not quite that. Like he's only chilling like this right now because he's half asleep.
Oh.
Normally, he will chill. Don't get me wrong, but
But not for
he's
long.
always so excited that he
So crazy.
he wants to like jump on my keyboard, and he yeeted himself off of me the first time I brought him on stream.
Oh jeez. Okay.
The clip
So it
is-
moves. It actually like moves a lot. Okay. All right. All right.
Yes,
Dart is a
That's
dart.
why he's named
darting
Dart.
around.
he was named after his personality, not
Oh.
the other way around.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's. I
That's pretty
mean,
cool.
me personally, I'm terrified, but that is adorable that you got that.
I hear that so often. You'd be so. I promise, if you met him, you'd fall in love within 5 minutes.
I've pet
He's-
one my
he's
whole life.
excited. Oh no, he's
I was like,
excited,
okay.
but he's never, ever upset or snapping or anything negative. He's just excited.
Okay.
So he looks scary.
He looks scary as
But once
hell.
you actually, yes, yeah, but he's not at all. He's like the biggest weirdo baby you'll ever meet.
All right.
You would love him.
You know,
We gotta
I
get you-
trust you enough to believe you.
Oh,
No, that is awesome. No, so I did want to bring out that special guest. That was like, I was like, ooh, I was really hoping you would. So thank you, appreciate that.
he's the co-host. I appreciate you letting me. Thanks for giving him his time to shine.
But
He's the
yeah,
star.
so while you and Dart here, we like to ask our guests like, it's a very simple question, and you know everyone has their own entitlement of what a good advice is for someone, but like I feel like from you, since you've conquered, I mean you've overcome mental health like experiences, you started a new journey, started a new life, and like have grown amazingly in, I'd say, a short amount of time. What is one good advice that you would give someone that that was in your position 10 years ago?
Honestly, what I said earlier is kind of what I would say is like allow yourself to exist and take up space without feeling shame for that. Like it's what you think other people will perceive of you is it's not I heard this recently.
Hmm.
It's not your voice telling you that. That's not how you really feel about yourself. It's the people who you've experienced in the past and the words they've put in your head and the insecurities they've made you feel that
Hmm.
are telling you that other people won't like you or won't have fun with you or won't accept you. When you decide
Yeah.
that those things aren't, you're not going to believe those voices anymore. You're going to
Yeah.
believe what you feel about yourself.
Huh.
Life is different. Life is genuinely different when you unlock that. I'm not
That is
exaggerating.
nice. That's
Yeah.
okay. I think
It,
that's something.
it
I think
is.
yeah, everyone needs to be thinking about that. That's a very beautiful advice.
Yeah, it's like taking a mask off, and actually, living your life. Not
Yes.
not like 70% of your life, because you're 30% you're not being you all the time, I'm assuming, but
Right.
not you as a sim, but in general as a people. So
Hmm.
so so yeah, I mean, very that's a very educational and
Yeah.
inspiring message. And I think
Seriously.
it's a lot of people also can relate, like high school like people that go to high school. It's something that I think almost every second person struggles with.
A
Being
hundred
judged,
percent.
thinking about, how are they perceived, all these ideas in the head when, oh, he's probably thinking I'm this and that, or she's thinking I'm this and that, where that they're not even thinking about you, it's just
Yeah.
all in your head. So
Second piece of advice.
Go
No
ahead.
one is going to be thinking about that thing you're worried they're going to be thinking about for more than 5 seconds. They will forget it.
True.
It's only you that's
yeah,
overthinking it. I promise.
it is true. It
That's
is
all.
very, very
That is
That's all I'll preach.
beautiful. That is beautiful. No, you hit the head on the nail on the head, whatever you said. You got it. You got
true.
the bullseye on that one.
That was very good.
Thank you. And thank you
But
all so much for having me as well. I really
of
appreciate
Oh,
this.
of
course,
So
thank
course.
much
you for
fun.
being
Yeah,
here.
we're honored to have
But
you
before,
on.
yeah, of course. But before we do end the stream, we would like you to, have a minute or two or three, and just, let us know what's going on in your life, what kind of plans you have upcoming, and, if you have any shout outs to give, and yeah, the stage is yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's intimidating. Okay, so what what do I have going on? I'm gonna be streaming. I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays,
Nice.
7:30 p.m. CST. Kind of all over the place, so if you're looking for a place with just one game going on,
Probably not it.
no judgment, but this ain't it, unfortunately. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason other than I like to show up, hang out with everyone, have great vibes, just chill, support each other, all of those good things. What do I have going on this year? My goal is to hopefully reach 500 on Twitch by the end of the year.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah.
that's my current.
Oh, easy.
I
Oh,
I don't want to
shoot.
overshoot it. You know what I'm
Oh, wait,
Like,
saying?
heck,
yo,
I was
everyone
about to
shoot or
say, shoot
follow right
higher.
now.
You
Let's
took
just
the
knock
words
that
out
one
of
out
my
the park
mouth.
today.
No,
No,
let's
no,
not. Let's not.
no. I already
I'm not
understood. Like that,
prepared.
you already mentioned that, about expectations, and it already reflects to you by, saying like, okay, my goal is 500, and if you reach it, hey, hooray, But if you reach 2,000,
Even better.
you wouldn't have like expectation. Yeah, you wouldn't have expectation. This year I have to reach 2,000, and if you didn't reach
Right.
2,000, you would, possibly feel shit. So again, kudos to you. I
I've
really
done
like
that.
the mentality, the
Yep.
mindset of you. Yeah, of you being more realistic and saying, it's okay if I hit 500. But obviously,
Absolutely.
It's
yeah,
still
obviously
growth.
you do probably back in the mind you hope for the bigger growth. But yeah,
That
I'm
all
gonna
comes
take
in
also the
time.
advice
No.
about the expectation.
Good. Everyone could, including me, use that advice
Yeah,
every
yeah.
now and then. But no, I think I don't know that I'm even like I don't know if I could handle blowing up. I don't know if I don't even know.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be
500
fun to
seems
watch
like a
then when you
good
do.
You
Hey,
only
thank
figure it
I
out
appreciate
when you find out, so
that's
there's no yeah. When it
that's
happens, then
fair.
you'll find out. But hey, if you're doing this and you have a nice setup going on, I checked your stream,
Good aesthetic.
the past
Thank you.
broadcast. Yeah, I see you have a thing going on. It has some little kind of niche effect to it. Maybe you have to work on your consistency, or working on maybe what is your more specific niche. But at the end of the day, if you're doing something you love and if you can make a living out of it, why not pursue it? Why not go all
Yeah, why
in?
not?
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
keep it
Absolutely.
positive.
'Cause I didn't want to make this a career, at least at the jump, until like I started getting into, and again, I have no expectations on it becoming a career, but am I treating it as if it could be, like putting in the
The effort.
effort and like the kid gloves, treating it with respect the way it
Yes.
should be in case, because I've never felt like there's a goal at the end. Like I've never felt
There's no light at the end of the
this
tunnel
could
for you. You're just
be.
like you're enjoying the
Yes.
ride.
Yes,
Yeah.
until I started this and I was like, "Oh, I could do this forever and be happy." And
Mm-hmm.
that like clicked in my head. I'm like, "Oh, I don't want the money, the followers, all of that stuff, but I do want something I really enjoy."
Nice.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so if that would be so cool. And last, before I forget, because y'all know how my mind
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
I do want to give a couple shout outs.
Nice.
Brittany Paints, who is very close to me, and she does the dart emotes by
Nice.
hand. She had never
Okay.
Heck
done
yeah.
emotes before. She does art. Hey Fox and Fern is her store. But
Awesome.
she decided to try that out just for me, and
And it worked out.
awesome. It's been awesome. And then also my first couple of friends like that have really become a bit of a, like support system here. I would love to give them a little bit of a shout out.
Yeah.
Snipe Lord Lonnie was one of my first subscribers. It came in, found me out of nowhere, subscribed to me, and that was like a domino effect. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is happening here?" And
Mhm.
amazing supportive community he has as well. Really cool guy. From him I met your friend Clip. Awesome guy as well, so supportive. He has great content as
Which,
well.
by the
And
way, he actually is in the YouTube live chat. He's been talking.
let's go! Hi Clip!
Yeah, he
Hi,
respects the
thanks for being
grind.
awesome.
Yeah, he came
Oh,
in and
and then
supports you.
that's so nice. Well, let me throw Hexed Harpy as well. She is incredible. Listen, I see this girl's TikToks and I'm like, "Oh, she's already famous." Somehow not yet. I caught her early on. So y'all watch out for her.
That
In a
happens.
couple of years, I know she's going to be
That's what we're
she's
gonna
going
be
to blow
saying
up.
about this episode about you. Remember when we had her on the show?
No, hey, well, no matter what happens, thank you for like giving me that just confidence in the first place, like confidence in me in the first place
Girl, you
to reach
got
out. I
this.
really appreciate that. Just the way you said that gives me even more confidence. It's like I know he meant that from his soul. Thank
No,
you so much. Thank you for real, and thank you, Clip, for being in the chat. I appreciate you.
no, we
Yeah.
all appreciate you. Thank you so much for
Thanks.
coming on. Yeah, taking the time and chatting with
Yeah.
Thank
us.
you.
You have an amazing story.
It,
We can't wait to see your growth and everything you do. And we know you're gonna conquer everything you pursue. So we're excited. We're excited that we're here for the ride.
Thank you so much. And hey, it was my pleasure to be here. So anytime, reach out if y'all need anything or
Of course,
need some correspondence. Let me know.
definitely,
Here for you.
definitely.
Likewise.
But yeah, no, that
Thank you
wraps
so
up
much.
the Fireside Gamer chat. Thank you so much, everyone that's in the chat. Thank you, BKB. Thank you, Sim. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
I'm your host, Commando FGW. Till next time, guys, be safe, love one another, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace, guys.
Bye.
Bye.